Good morning, Centurions. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Brody, and this is Channel 97 News. Let's see what's coming your way in lunch today.
Today for lunch, we'll be having chicken quesadilla with a hot dog with chili, with your vegetables being fiesta black beans, oven-roasted broccoli with a salsa cup, and your fruit being peach cup and fresh grapes.
Thanks for the lunch, Nolan.
Now let's check out weather with Matthew.
Today's forecast is mostly sunny with highs in the 60s, and we'll have the same for the next couple of days with a chance of rain on Wednesday. That's all for weather. Back to you, Dylan and Brody.
Thanks for the weather report, Matthew.
Now let's go to Drew with sports.
Today for sports, your boys soccer team and girls volleyball team were in action against Wesley on Thursday. Volleyball team won in straight sets, and soccer suffered a loss of the score by 0-3. Both teams will play away at Southern Middle today at 4. Good luck, Centurions. Back to y'all in the studio.
Thanks, Drew.
Now let's check out This Day in History with Kaylin.
On February 13, 1923, the New York Renaissance, the first all-black professional basketball team, is organized. The Renaissance, commonly called the Wrens, becomes one of the most dominant teams of the 1920s and 1930s. The team's founder was Robert L. Douglas, whose primary objective was to give New York City's male black athletes opportunities to better themselves. In February 1923, Douglas struck an agreement with William Roach, a Harlem-based real estate developer who owned the new Renaissance Ballroom and Casino, and the Wrens were born.
Thanks for those historical facts, Kaylin.
Now let's check out today's Black History segment with Sydney.
Michael Jordan, also known as Air Jordan, was born on February 17, 1963, in Brooklyn, New York. Jordan grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina, and entered the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill in 1981. As a freshman, he made the winning basket against Georgetown in the 1982 National Championship game. Jordan was named College Player of the Year in both his sophomore and junior years, leaving North Carolina after his junior year. In 1984, he was drafted to the Chicago Bulls and was named Rookie of the Year. He led the NBA in scoring for 7 consecutive seasons, averaging about 33 points per game. He led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships from 1991 to 1998. He was considered to be one of the greatest players in the history of the game, winning the league MVP award 5 times, also in 1984 and again in 1992. Jordan helped the American Olympic team bring home the gold medal in basketball. In 1993, after the death of his father, Jordan retired for the first time from basketball to pursue playing baseball, because his father always wanted him to play the game. After 2 seasons, he announced, "I'm back," and returned to the basketball court. He would retire again in 1998 to return and play for the Bulls and then for the Wizards, before finally retiring for good in 2003. Michael Jordan is also known for his ventures off the court. He signed his first deal with Nike in 1984 and has served on the board of directors. The Air Jordan line is still one of the best sellers for Nike 30 years later. In 1996, he starred in the movie Space Jam with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Michael Jordan is well known for saying, "I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept for not trying." He has lived his life trying many new things and having much success.
Thanks, Lexi.
This week's PBIS focus is to keep shared spaces clean and safe.
Even though we all love Valentine's Day, students can't have flowers delivered to the school. Looks like that's it for today, Centurions.
And that's Channel 97 News. Have a great day.
Welcome back to Student on the Street. I'm Ainsley, and I'm here with
Olivia, Lincoln, Aiden.
What's y'all's grade?
6.
And what's your favorite hobby?
Basketball, football, hunting.
What's your favorite drink?
Sweet tea, Sprite, Mountain Dew.
And that's it for Student on the Street.
This week's focus for SEL is empathy and gossiping. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. We're going to focus on gossiping and how that affects us and the people around us.
Have I gossiped about a friend? Yes.
Everyone's gossiped about a friend at some point. I think it's natural. I think it's insecurity.
It happens. You get caught up in the moment, and you get caught up in a conversation with someone, and you just start spewing words out.
Gossiping with someone ironically brings you closer to the person you're gossiping with, even though it's like pushing you away from the person you're gossiping about.
That's it for the video portion of this week's SEL lesson. Tomorrow we'll talk about a couple of questions. Have a great day.